Imagine this: a beloved creator with 13 million subscribers, a personal brand built on storytelling and optimism, now can't break 100,000 views. The comment sections aren't filled with love anymore. They're filled with hate. Once earning thousands, now he admits to $0 from Instagram and TikTok, and just $100 from YouTube Shorts, and all that despite his massive audience. What went so wrong? From controversial political statements to scandals involving cultural appropriation and promoting crypto billionaires who later got indicted, something shattered his reputation. In this video, we peel back the curtain and reveal why Nas Daily has officially become the internet's most hated personality. It all began with a boy named Nusayr Yassin, Nas Daily, a Palestinian American with a mission: to tell 1-minute stories every day, for 1,000 days. From sending burgers to space experiments at Howard University to solving Rubik's Cubes across the globe, Nas's early experiments captured hearts and imaginations. By April 9, 2016, he'd grown to 12 million subscribers. But that milestone marked the beginning of the unraveling. In 2019 to 2025, his growth plateaued. Only 1.8 million new fans in half a decade. Views plunged. Young, loyal Palestinians and Muslims celebrated him, until politics entered the frame. His declaration on social media: he identified more with Israel than Palestine. That statement, "Israel comes first and Palestine second," felt like betrayal to many. Outrage ignited. YouTubers, Palestinians, Muslims, with feelings ranging from disappointment to feeling betrayed, turned on him. Then came the caught-on-cam moment. In a casual conversation with friends, he said Israel. Then, seeing the camera, quickly switched back to Palestine. To critics, it was doublespeak, hypocrisy, pandering, a magnet for backlash. To some Israeli followers, it undervalued that initial support. Suddenly, Nas was labeled a hypocrite, someone chasing views and approval. But it didn't stop there. He launched a Learn About Religions project, vowing to study the world's top 6 religions. When he got to Islam, he picked his mother's input instead of scholars, shaved his head to prove a point, and implied Islam was primitive. Then, during his segment on Judaism, he claimed exaggerated statistics about Nobel Prizes, 22% belonging to Jews, and ignored atheists or dissenters among winners. He lauded Judaism as the world's oldest monotheism, ignoring ancient Egyptian, Babylonian beliefs. To critics in Muslim communities, it stung like a deliberate comparison. Muslims versus Jews. He was picking sides for clickbait. Pro-Israel voices praised him. Muslim and neutral viewers condemned him. The backlash grew from emotional hurt to serious reputation damage. Then he pivoted to the Philippines, the success story. 40% of his company's crew from there. He profiled a 103-year-old tattoo master named Wang Od. Instead of partnering with her or her community, he signed her up for his Nas Academy platform, charging 750 pesos, $12. Philippine law says ancient art belongs to the tribe, and government oversight is needed. Wang Od's grandniece publicly denounced the deal. Accusations exploded. Cultural exploitation, a scam, disrespect. Nas responded by posting a defense video showing her signing documents, with English-only text she likely couldn't read. That made things worse. And then crypto. In November 2021, Nas released a glowing profile of Sam Bankman-Fried, calling him the most generous billionaire. Less than a year later, FTX imploded and SBF was charged with fraud and money laundering. Fans felt deceived. He'd hyped a con man with skewed due diligence. Undeterred, he followed up with another video in May 2022, praising Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao. Again shortly after, Binance faced charges related to money laundering and sanctions violations, and CZ himself was convicted. 2 of his featured billionaires ended up indicted. Suddenly, his credibility was in serious doubt. Who does he promote next? A fresh scandal. Rumors swirled the endorsements were paid. Nas once admitted that some featured interviewees actually sponsored his content. When asked whether he disclosed deals, he said he didn't have to because he's not based in the US. Yet, paradoxically, his YouTube is set to the US audience. That felt like a loophole exploitation, and viewers noticed. As the scandals piled up, something deeper began to shift. Nas Daily's original charm, his raw, fast-paced, feel-good storytelling, started to feel more manufactured. People who once admired him began questioning his motives. Was he really documenting cultures and people with integrity? Or was he selecting narratives that would gain him the most attention and money? His newer videos began struggling to cross even 100K views, a shocking drop for a creator with over 13 million subscribers. People once waited for his daily uploads. Now, even with huge production budgets and sharp visuals, the audience was vanishing. The comments weren't kind. Many accused him of losing touch, selling out, and betraying the very people who made him famous. The name Nas Daily no longer meant a minute of inspiration. It now echoed as a reminder of how fast public love can disappear. And it wasn't just the fans. Platforms stopped rewarding him. He publicly revealed he earned $0 from TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. Even on YouTube Shorts, where short-form creators are booming, he made $100 for 10 million views. 10 million views for the price of a dinner in Dubai. Nas Daily once stood at the top of the digital storytelling world, a pioneer, a trendsetter, a dreamer. But today, his rise and fall show us a harsh reality. In the world of content, authenticity isn't optional. Audiences are smart. They notice what you promote, who you protect, and when you pretend. When storytelling becomes salesmanship, trust becomes the first casualty. Let us know your thoughts. Is Nas being misunderstood? Or did he dig his own digital grave? Subscribe for more raw stories that others won't tell.